right, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up your gradebook if you have a E2 course or an E2 test. So this is a high school credit class that takes an exam each semester. All right, so what you're going to do is you're just going to come in and create a dummy placeholder. So here you can see I have these unpublished, and basically I have them with next to nothing on them. So if you look in my edit mode, you can see that I just came in and did a assessment. I did the turquoise piece. I put it at 10 points. Now, when you come here, you have the option to see how right here you have category ungraded, or you can click this little box to set as the midterm final. When you click that set as midterm final, I took the sync to SIS off for right now. I don't want it to go to PowerSchool, so that's off. I will eventually replace this with the real midterm test. But right now what I'm doing is I'm simply creating a placeholder. I set my date somewhere around the end of the first semester. We typically take those semester exams before we leave for Christmas. So I just put the 17th here, and I do disable the submissions for right now. So once you have created this dummy placeholder, that now is going to allow you to go in your grade setup. So when you come to your gradebook setup, what that does is that creates this midterm test. Now, since I've already done it, when you come to yours, it'll probably say 100, and it will probably be in between quarter 1 and quarter 2. You can just drag it where you want it. So I dragged it to the end and changed it so that I can have the 40, 40, 20, which will now match PowerSchool. Then I went in and did the same thing for the second midterm. I just created a dummy midterm or placeholder in my materials. You can already see that on my home page. But again, as I said, I simply unpublish that so that the students don't see it. When you come into the edit mode, you will see that I just name it for the midterm test. I place a value, and here where you have the option for category, right to the right of that, you have the option to set as a midterm final. Set that, take your sync to PowerSchool off, put your date towards the end of May, and then I just disabled for now, okay? So if you come in later and you want to completely take this test out, it won't hurt anything. All we are doing is creating a placeholder so that PowerSchool and Schoology can match up. But I do want to say one thing that I have learned in doing my gradebook setup, that if this is not there, it creates quite a headache for you, and it takes a moment to find. So I'm going to go ahead and put this out there. Please make sure you click on your 2 categories in Schoology, and make sure that they say total points and not percent. If they say percent, you're going to have, your grades will be off, okay? And click your summative and make sure they say total points, not percentage. And if you do this, if you create it like this, your Schoology should sync right to your PowerSchool, and it should match 100%. I've done this for a high school class, and it does work, and I never go to PowerSchool to put in any grades. I operate 100% from my Schoology gradebook. If I have something that I do in class that isn't necessarily on Schoology, I go to the plus sign right here, and I choose add a grade column, and then I can put worksheet number 1 or whatever, and I can add a grade right here, and then I simply sync it to PowerSchool. Again, I don't do anything from PowerSchool. I do everything from Schoology, and it works like a charm. I just fixed and made sure they were all going today, and everything that's in Schoology matches PowerSchool perfectly. If you have any questions that you might have for me, feel free to reach out to me, Prandy, Prandy, at AikenCountyPublicSchoolDistrict.net. I'll be happy to help.